Good morning, brothers and sisters. This is a prophecy update entitled The Endgame Has Not Changed. On July 27th, the Federal Reserve increased interest rates, even though some financial experts believe that higher rates will cause a decline in home sales, a decline in home values, an increase in the number of people that can't pay their mortgage, and an increase in unemployment. Raising interest rates will slow the construction industry, force people out of work, force people into older and smaller homes, force the use of less energy, but the current government's endgame is still a weaker, greener America under a new world order. Concerning America's decline, the underlying problem is America's abandonment of God. A recent Gallup poll found that less than 20% of America's citizens still believe that the Bible is the literal Word of God. Electing leaders that oppose biblical values has negatively impacted the beliefs and morals of America. Without God's guidance, the decisions of those leaders are faulty and the consequences are not good. Concerning tribulation, as in hard times, hungry, and cold, Russia recently shut down the Nord Stream 1 gas pipeline to Germany for repairs. Russia restarted it, but has announced plans to cut the gas flow to 20% capacity. If that rate is not upped before winter, many factories will close, many houses will be without heat, and many women and children will get sick and die. Concerning food shortages and famine, on July 27th, one of the largest producers of fertilizer in the world announced that it will drastically cut its production of ammonia fertilizer, and farmers can expect the price to soar in 2023. Insufficient fertilizer and higher fertilizer prices will result in less food production and more food shortages, possibly famine, and higher food prices. It has been reported that governments are pressuring companies to reduce their production of fertilizer because government officials want to meet Agenda 2030 sustainable development. Concerning the mark of the beast, no one should doubt that the Antichrist and false prophet will kill multitudes of people during the tribulation period for refusing to take the mark. Reports that globalists want to reduce the population of the earth are common. Concerning the mark of the beast, during the tribulation period, people will not be allowed to buy or sell unless they take the mark. On July 30th, it is reported that the Biden administration is halting school lunch funding in schools that do not let biological boys use the girls' bathroom and showers, and do not let biological girls use the boys' bathrooms and showers if they self-identify as the opposite sex. Our government is withholding food from children in low-income families to force the LGBTQ agenda on schools. It is forcing school systems to choose between food for hungry children and immoral, unbiblical practices. 22 states have filed a lawsuit to stop this. Concerning the mark of the beast, Israel is moving closer to a cashless society. On August 1st, a new law will go into effect in Israel that will require a digital transfer, a debit card, or something similar on business purchases exceeding the equivalent of $1,700. Cash transactions between private citizens will be illegal if the amount exceeds the equivalent of $4,360. Requiring cashless transactions in some cases is a big step in the direction of tracking buying and selling by the middle of the tribulation. Concerning world government and a central bank digital currency, on July 30th, Catherine Fitz, former Secretary of Housing under President Bush, said that the CBDC is a global financial system, not a digital currency. According to Fitz, quote, central bankers are trying to create a system where they are completely free of the laws of nation states and governments. They are inserting sovereign immunity from all laws and literally trying to create a civilization under the law where they are free to do whatever they want, including, as we know it, genocide. As I understand it, Fitz believes bankers are trying to create a system that will allow them to legally seize everyone's money and property so they can own and control everything and citizens own and control nothing. This sounds like a godless world government that controls everything and kills those that disobey. Following the rapture, those that obey the Antichrist and false prophet by taking the mark will be hell-bound slaves, and those that get saved and refuse to take the mark will be persecuted and killed. The Bible even teaches that slavery will exist during the tribulation period, Revelation 18:11 through 13, but it is not likely that the slaves will be happy. And lastly, concerning perilous times on July 30th, 2 Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Telegram channels posted a video saying Iran will turn New York into a hellish ruin if Israel or the U.S. attacks Iran. Finally, are you rapture ready?